A very cheerful good morning to all of you. Welcome to the English class. So today we are going to study a new topic of English grammar, that is question framing. Okay student, let's start. Question framing. Yes, it is important to know how to form questions. The rules given below apply to almost all written questions and most spoken questions. तो जो हमारा जो टॉपिक है क्वेश्चन फ्रेमिंग, तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि जो हमारा जो क्वेश्चन फ्रेमिंग मतलब कि हमको क्वेश्चन किस तरीके से हम फ्रेम कर सकते हैं. ओके, नाउ ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब बिफोर सब्जेक्ट. तो ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब, यस, एन ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब और as we can say that helping verb as it also called is used with the main verb to help express the main verb tense, mood or voice. The main auxiliary verbs are to be, to have, to do. Okay, they appear in the following forms: to be, yes, is, are, am, was, were, being, been, will be. Okay students, so this is the auxiliary verb, is also called helping verb. Now have auxiliary verb before subject. जब भी हमारा जो subject आएगा उससे पहले हम क्या यूज करेंगे? एज अ auxiliary verb. किस लिए? एज ए क्वेश्चन फ्रेमिंग के लिए. In a question the auxiliary verb comes before the subject. Note that if there are two auxiliary verbs, only the first comes before the subject. Okay, study the example given below. देखिए जो भी इन क्वेश्चन के अंदर जो ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स आती कम्स बिफोर द सब्जेक्ट, तो सब्जेक्ट से पहले हम यूज करेंगे. नोट दैट इफ देयर आर टू ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स, तो अगर हमारे जो सेंटेंस है उसमें अगर टू ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स है तो ओनली फर्स्ट कम्स बिफोर द सब्जेक्ट. जो पहले ही वाली है जो हमारी ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब वो सब्जेक्ट से पहले आएगी. ओके, नाउ सेंटेंस इज हियर, ही इज वर्किंग इन द गैराज. ओके, ये स्टेटमेंट है. अब हमको क्वेश्चन फ्रेमिंग करनी है. व्हेन स्टूडेंट, व्हेन यू नो दैट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द sentences, when we study the tenses, you know the structure of the tenses, that this is a present continuous tense. He is working in the garage. तो सबसे पहले हम यूज करते हैं as a subject plus is rm plus as a helping verb. Okay, plus verb की first form as we use main verb plus ing. So here subject is here is, he as is here as a helping verb, और next verb main verb is here as a verb plus ing verb. तो हमारी जो हेल्पिंग वर्ब है क्या है? इज, और जो नेक्स्ट वर्ब है वर्किंग. तो हमको क्या करना है, जो हमारी जो फर्स्ट वर्ब है, फर्स्ट वर्ब कौन सी? एज अ इज. तो हमको जो इज है वो हमारा जो सब्जेक्ट क्या है? ही. तो ही से पहले हमको पुट करनी है क्वेश्चन फ्रेमिंग के लिए. तो ही इज, ही वर्किंग इन द गैराज. तो क्वेश्चन फ्रेमिंग हो रहा है क्या कि इज ही वर्किंग इन द गैराज. तो हम जो आंसर रहता है हमको यस या नो से देना होता है. तो अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं सिर्फ क्वेश्चन फ्रेमिंग की. क्वेश्चन फ्रेमिंग कैसे करनी है? देखिए वापिस से, जो भी हमारी जो ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब है उसको हमको सब्जेक्ट से पहले पुट करना है. अगर हमारे जो सेंटेंस में अगर दो वर्ब है तो हमारे जो फर्स्ट वर्ब है हमको केवल सब्जेक्ट से पहले उस फर्स्ट वर्ब को ही पुट करना है. क्लियर? नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस, दैट वाज अ सिली क्वेश्चन. Okay, this is a statement. Now make a question framing of this sentence. Was that a silly question? So yes, auxiliary verb is here was. So here we put was before the subject. We make a question. Was that a silly question? Now next, have they arrived? Now, next, make a question. Have is here as a helping verb. So here we put have before the subject. Subject is here in the sentence they. So he make a sentence. We make the question framing as a have they arrived. Clear? Now, next sentence. She has been invited. This is a statement. Now, make a question. Yes, has she been invited? Okay, she has been invited. Here you have to only use as a first verb as a has we put before the subject. Has she been invited, not has been she told. Okay, हमको यूज नहीं करना कि हमको has been she, हमको यूज नहीं करना, हमको यूज करना है as a helping verb only. Has she been invited? Clear? Now next, the above sentences contains two auxiliary verbs, but we have already learned that only the first auxiliary verb comes before the subject in a question. Okay, अभी हमने ऊपर पढ़ा था कि two auxiliary verbs है अगर आपके sentence में, लेकिन हमको mention कौन सी करनी है? Only first auxiliary verb before the subject. Okay, in a question. Now देखिए, she should have been more careful. Okay, question framing. Yes, should have been. So here we use as a should as a helping verb before the subject. Should she have been more careful? Not should have been she more careful. This sentence is incorrect. This sentence क्या हो जाएगा आपका? Incorrect हो जाएगा. Correct नहीं है आपका sentence. The correct sentence is here. Should she have been more careful? Next, the boys have been rewarded. Yes, the एक क्वेश्चन have the boys been rewarded. आपको हमेशा ध्यान में रखना है. तो have been the boys rewarded नहीं क्वेश्चन बनाएंगे, आप बनाएंगे have the boys been rewarded. जब भी हमारा जो auxiliary verbs आती है कि जो first verbs होगी before this subject in a question. Clear? Next, the police have caught the thief. Statement is here. We make a question. Have the police caught the thief? Okay, we make a question framing. So here we put have before the subject. Clear, student? Now, cases where there is no auxiliary verb. हम बात कर रहे हैं जिसमें कोई भी auxiliary verb नहीं है. Yes, affirmative sentences in the simple present and the simple past tense do not have an auxiliary verb. Clear? We use do, does or did to change them into question. हम use करते हैं do, does और did. जब भी हम क्वेश्चन फ्रेमिंग करेंगे तो हम यूज करेंगे प्रेजेंट टेंस में डू और डज, एंड जब हम पास्ट टेंस यूज करेंगे तो हम यूज करेंगे डिड. क्लियर? नॉट दैट डू एंड डज आर यूज्ड इन द प्रेजेंट टेंस. डू इज यूज्ड विद प्लूरल नाउन्स. जब भी हमारे जो नाउन्स होंगे, हमारा जो सब्जेक्ट वो प्लूरल होगा तो हम यूज करेंगे डू. एंड द प्रोनाउंस आई, वी, दे एंड यू. क्लियर? डज इज यूज्ड विद सिंगुलर नाउन्स एंड प्रोनाउंस. जब भी डज यूज करेंगे हम किसका यूज करेंगे? सिंगुलर नाउन्स एंड द pronoun he, she, it. Clear? Okay. Now let's start its framing. Now the verb be, हम start करते हैं. The verb be in sentences of the type I am, he is, you were, etc. We put am, is, were in the beginning of the sentence. हमारे जो भी sentences हमारे start होंगे, yes जो verb होंगी, yes be verb होंगी, yes is, are, am, was, were. तो सबसे पहले आप जब भी हम question start करेंगे, beginning होगा आपका sentence, वो किससे होगा? आपकी verb से. As a I am wrong, so make a sentence, make a question. Am I wrong? Next, देखिए, they were happy. Yes, we make a question. Were they happy? We put were before the subject. Here, subject in the sentence. They were happy. So they is here as a subject. So if verb is here as a verb. Okay, so here we put were before the subject. Clear? Next देखते हैं the verb have. Okay, we can make these sentences interrogative in two ways. Okay, student? Yes. Sentences here, you have a pen, so we make a question, have you a pen? Yes, do you have a pen? Clear? Next sentence, he has a football. Yes, in question framing we use as a verb before the subject. Has he a football? Yes, we make another type of sentence as a does he have a football? This is an interrogative sentence. Okay, here we use as a does because it is a present tense. Does he have a football? Now next sentence, she had a doll. Yes, make a question framing. Yes, had she a doll? Yes, had she. Here you identify the had. This is the verb is a past tense, so here we use as a question. The question framing we use did she have a doll? Clear? Now number third, verb made up of two or more words. जो भी verbs होती हैं वो आपकी एक या दो से ज्यादा words की होती हैं. देखते हैं, if the verb is made up of two or more words, we put the first word in the beginning of the sentences. Yes, sentences is here. Ankur is laughing. Okay, is Ankur laughing? So here we put is before the subject. Is Ankur laughing? Next sentence, the baby is smiling. We put the verb before the subject. Is the baby smiling? Clear? Number four, simple present tense. So we put do or does in the beginning of the sentences and use the root form of the verb. Clear? हम जो do और does हमको क्या करना है sentence में, हमको सबसे पहले beginning of the sentence start करने हैं. Okay, clear? और जो next root form of the verb आप देखते हैं, use करेंगे root form of the verb. देख, birds fly in the sky. देखिए जो birds fly in the sentence को आपको identify करना है. जो sentence है आपका present indefinite है. Okay, so we make a question framing. Okay, so here we use as a do, birds fly in the sky. Okay, now next sentence, she smiles a lot. So here we use as a does, she smiles a lot. Why we use does? Because we use as does, we use as a singular subject, and we use do with a plural subject. Clear? Number fifth, simple past tense. We put did in the beginning of the sentences and use the root form of the verb. हमको जब did use करेंगे तो हमको क्या करना है, sentence से पहले हमको use करना है, okay, and then use the root form of the verb. Now sentence is here, the dog ran away. So एक question framing, the dog ran away. So here you identify the sentence. Rain is a second form, okay. So first form is here run, so here the second form, this is a simple past tense. So here we make an interrogative sentence, so here we use did the dog run away. Okay student, we use did, so हमेशा did के साथ we use verb की first form, not rain. Did the dog rain away, so this sentence will be incorrect. Okay, जो sentence क्या हो जाएगा, wrong हो जाएगा. Okay, so here we use did the dog run away. Now she missed the road. Yes, make a sentence, did she miss the road? Clear? Now next, formation of interrogative sentences as a be. जो भी formation होगी be की तो हम use करेंगे as a is, are, am, was, were in the beginning of the sentence. And the verb is here have. So we use have I, have you, have they. Clear? Do I. Okay, here we use do you, okay, do they have. Okay, now next is here has. So has she, has he, has it. Okay, does she, does he, does it have. Number next they had I, you. Okay, so had you, had they. Okay, clear? और had के साथ हम यूज करेंगे as a did I, you, did it have. Clear? Now, the verb made up of two or more words. Though yes, the first verb in the beginning of the sentence. जब भी दो verbs होंगी आपके sentence में तो हम use करेंगे जो आपका जो words है, जो first जो verb होगी वही हम जब sentence beginning करेंगे वही हम use करेंगे. Now, simple present tense you use do or does in the beginning of the sentences plus root form of the verb. जो simple present tense होते हैं उसमें आपको पता है कि आपकी helping verb नहीं होती, उसमें हम use करते हैं do or does. Clear? Now, in the simple past tense we use as a did in the beginning of the sentences plus root form of the verb. Clear student? Now let's start the exercise of question framing. Yes, exercise number 1, using helping verb. जो helping verbs है हम उसको use करना. देखिए, frame question to get the following answer. Number 1, can you make tea? Can you make tea? तो देखो statement is here, yes I can make tea. जो भी हमारा जो question start की sort helping verb is here, can is also is here as a use as a helping verb. Can you make tea? So answer is here, yes I can make tea. Number 2, the statement is yes he was swimming in the pond. We make a question from the yes was he swimming in the pond. तो अभी इसके अंदर क्वेश्चन फ्रेमिंग के साथ साथ आपको जो आंसर है, आपको आंसर yes और no आंसर कैसे देते हैं वो भी सॉर्ट आउट हो रहा है कि अगर आपको yes में आंसर देना है तो आप yes, after that we use a comma, you put a comma and then you write I can make a tea. Yes, in the second sentence, yes was he swimming in the pond, he asking a question. Yes, he was swimming in the pond. Clear? Number 3, did Pooja take juice? Yes, the answer is no. Pooja did not take juice. Okay, student, clear? अगर आपको आंसर yes से देना है तो आप yes के आगे कॉमा करेंगे. अगर उसके बाद आपको yes यूज नहीं करना चाहिए कि जब भी आपका नेगेटिव सेंटेंस है, अगर आप no यूज कर रहे हैं तो आपको पहले no लिखना है, आपको स्टार्ट करना है no से. no, after that you use comma and that you write Pooja did not. So here you write did not. It is a compulsory to write no Pooja take juice. This sentence will be wrong. Okay, so you have to write no Pooja did not take juice. Clear? Number 4, are you going to school? This is a question, asking a question. Are you going to school? Yes, I am going to school. Number 5, were Sapna and Abhishek wearing? No, Sapna and Abhishek were not. देखिए नेगेटिव हो रहा है तो no आपको पहले यूज करना है beginning of the sentence में और after that use as a were not. Clear? Were not wearing. Number 6, do they waste time? No, they do not waste time. Number 7 sentence, did she tease you? No, she did not tease me. Okay, so no, did not she tease me. So here we use only a full stop. Number 8, will Raju and Bitu quarrel? No, Raju and Bitu will not quarrel. अब आपको इधर आपको क्या पुट करना है ओनली फुल स्टॉप। जब हमारा सेंटेंस क्या है, दिस इज द सेंटेंस इज नॉट अ इंटरोगेटिव सेंटेंस। तो विल, द वर्ब इज हियर, हेल्पिंग वर्ब इज हियर, विल, so here we use as a will, not quarrel. Number 9 sentence, is Ankur laughing? Yes, Ankur is laughing, so here we put yes, and after that we put a comma. Okay. Number 10 sentence, did the dog run away? Yes, the dog ran away. Why we use ran away here? Before in this question framing, I told you before that when we use did, so okay, so we use did with the verb की first form. Yes, when we answer the question, when we use answer, अब जब answer हम लिखेंगे तो here we use the second form of the verb. Yes, the dog ran away. Clear? Now, next, number 11, had Vinu a new car? Yes, Vinu had a new car. Clear? Number 12, am I late for school? Yes, Kusi बोल रहा है, am I late for school? Yes, I am late for school. Number 13, will you do it? Yes, I shall do it. Okay, so here we use I के साथ use करते हैं, I और V के साथ हम shall use करते हैं. Here we use I, yes, I shall do it. Number 14, has Rohit gone to school? No, Rohit, अब verb क्या है यहाँ पे has, so here we put no, Rohit has not gone to school. Number 15, should you throw bits of paper into a dustbin? Yes, we should throw bits of paper into a dustbin. Okay, student, clear? So I hope you have to clear the हमारी जो question framing है वो भी clear हो गया, और जो